All right, so here is all that's left. Down here, this is all like cosmetic and hair care products. I'm 99% certain that's all trash, but I didn't want to make that call. I know cosmetics can be expensive, and maybe there's something you can use. It's probably all 30 years old, but again, just wanted to let you weigh in. This is about 30 years worth of different kinds of cameras and camcorders and a VCR. I have no use for any of this stuff. It could be of some minor value to a niche market on eBay where people need some old working equipment to convert old tapes or something. But to me, not worth the time or effort to post all that and ship it and deal with all that. So I think it's all trash. I just wanted to give you a chance to weigh in. This is just labeled as coats. You mentioned wanting to look through all mom's clothes. This is also just a bag of clothes like bras and stuff. So I left that for you to take a look at, whether to just take it to Goodwill or whatever. A little light up cosmetic mirror and caddy set aside because it could be worth a couple bucks on Facebook Marketplace, or maybe you have a need for that. We don't. So to me, it's trash, but wanted to get your thoughts. This is interesting. It's like mom went on a buying spree of stuff that she never ever used, like an orbital buffer for car waxing. There's a power stapler, a little hedge trimmer, barely big enough to cut your grass. This stuff is all good. It's a circular saw, a drill, a couple other Ryobi power tools. And that's good stuff. I just have all that equipment anyway, so I don't need this stuff. And then a wireless router. Again, I have one, don't need it. All that stuff does look like it's in really good shape or even unused. So wanted to get your thoughts on whether to either use for your family or give away or sell or whatever. Kind of same story here. We don't need another beach chair. This, maybe somebody will pay 15 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. I'd be just as happy just giving it to Goodwill. Same thing, shredder back there. I'd originally kept thinking we could use it to shred paperwork, but when this is the amount of paperwork we have, that little sucker's never gonna cut it. So I think that's just Goodwill or giveaway, or if you need one for your home, take it. Food saver. I've always wanted one of these things, but we have no space in our kitchen to store it, and I don't think my family has the patience to regularly use it. Guitar, I tried to teach myself once, never stuck. Definitely not going to have time to work on it again, and who knows what kind of condition that thing's in after all the storage and stuff. So to me, maybe, like, unless y'all want it for your house, maybe Goodwill or give it to a local school or something. And this little caddy seems handy, but I'll never use it. I'll send a file with pictures, a folder with pictures of all this artwork. We've gone through it. I don't think any of it, I'm not an art connoisseur, but I don't think any of it is of real value as far as monetarily. And none of it has any sentimental value to me, and none of it will fit in our house. So I don't know. If it were me on an island, I'd probably just put it on a truck and take it to the dump. I feel awful doing that. I just don't know what to do with all this old artwork. Rug and decorative stuff. Again, no use for. I know you tried to sell this thing. So if we can't sell it, I think it's time to load it in a truck. Saying there's a fan back here. Don't need it. These dresses I had brought home to Jennifer, and they're not going to fit her. And I was riding around with them in my car, and I'm afraid I'm going to get fast food on them when I'm traveling for work or something. So I just put them in here. Don't really need another small TV. And then this big one, I was going to try putting in our playroom. You can't see in the dark, but there's a crack here. So I think it's trash. I think we just need to load that up as well. So that's it. All of this stuff, this stack right here, are all photo albums and VHS tapes and like family member mementos. I'm moving them over. I'm moving the photo albums into this kind of case, but I only got 2 of them, and I've already filled up one. And so I'm going to need probably 2 or 3 more. I'm going to chip away at that. And then this is all paperwork. And I think once we get word from the lawyers that the estate is settled, dude, I honestly don't know how much effort it's worth going through all this stuff. Like, I can't imagine what might be in there that we actually need to keep. I think we can just take it to one of these shred services. With so much of it, I think it's going to take hours to even just kind of thumb through, and I just can't imagine what might be in there that we would need. But we can talk about that later. But yeah, looking pretty good.